Yerp has taken a different turn. You know what I'm saying? It's taking a different turn a little bit. There's still gonna be some funny stuff up here, of course, because I'm up here and I'm crazy. But yeah, it's time to do what I'm supposed to do. You know? So yeah.
I bet you we can make you bounce when that beat drop, feel it deep in your soul. Everybody spit, I won't be the illest leaking the hose. I suppose I'm supposed to give my condolences for the flow being cold as this. Let's get it, shut it down. Stacking it beat up in front of me, I cut it down. As long as I got the Father and Jesus stay around, I know that I'm good and I got nothing to worry about. So homie, what up now? Cause I just want to be all I can be.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Yerp podcast once again. I was gone for a while. I've been gone for a minute. I started working, and I'm sorry that I haven't been managing my time properly. I got my brother on the phone, though. You know, the one and only Emissary the Shepherd, or Emissary AKA The Shepherd, or Emissary the Shepherd, or The Shepherd AKA Emissary, or AKA, you know, you get it. You know it. Real quick before you go though, man, because I know you're real busy. What you got coming up, bro?
I'm always working on something. Definitely still working on this EP, trying to get everything together with that. The devil been busy.
Oh, bro, definitely, man, without a doubt. And we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, but definitely though, I'm still working regardless. Even though I can't record right now like I want to, I can still write it. There's always something to do. That's what my daddy told me a long time ago. Just because the teacher don't give you homework don't mean you don't have homework.
Exactly. I can feel that.
So, I took that to heart and started using that. So, yeah. I'm still writing. That's one thing for sure. And then I'm still in school doing the barbering thing, trying to finish up. So, yeah. Creating content on a consistent basis, my baby.
On a consistent basis, my baby.
Yeah, that's from Perky. I follow this chick named Perky on YouTube. She's a devoted Christian and she posts videos, you know, about different views on Christianity, and then she'll correct them with the Bible, and then she also do like things like hidden messages and stuff like that in the music industry, trying to, you know, pretty much trying to bring people to the light.
I can dig it, man. I can dig it. And that's what we all about over here as well, man. Cause I feel like, bro, be honest with you, man. I feel like the little mukbang videos and all that stuff, that's cool and that's fine, and I'm not gonna necessarily stop doing them, but at the same time, it's like there are way more important things that I could use my time and everybody else's time to be doing. You know what I mean?
That is a fact.
There are way more important things. Now I might still do them every now and then, you know, but it won't be the focus, you know, of the Yerp podcast or what Yerp is about now. You feel me? So.
Yeah, that's facts, bro. That's why I'm just trying to hurry up, get through this barbering school so I can open my shop, because I want to open my shop to like you know, after cutting hair, after hours or before hours, or on my closed days, I want to do like little podcasts and stuff like that, little shows in the barbershop, you know. But just take real life, man, and hit it with the word, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can dig it.
So that's my main focus. Anytime I can help somebody out, that's the main focus, man.
It is.
God's word, so.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. That's what it's all about, bro. That's what it's all about. And that's what I come to realize, man. Nothing else really matters. You know, and it's crazy that the way that we find out that nothing else really matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but God has his way of speaking to everybody in ways that they can understand. You know, so.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just trying to stay focused, keep my head down, and keep grinding, staying focused.
And it's ironic that you said the girl that you had talked about, I forgot her name already, but
Perky, yeah.
Perky, yeah. It's ironic that you said about Perky, that she's exposing things that are going on in the music industry, you know, because there are a lot of things that I feel like I need to kind of let people know about, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like my intentions are pure. You know, I'm not trying to be a whistleblower. This is all public knowledge that we're gonna disclose and everything like that. But it's just to give people a fair chance to make a conscious decision and really realize and understand what it is they're actually dealing with. You know,
that is true.
Because it's way deeper than rap. As people say, it's way deeper than rap. That's a fact.
It sure is.
So, you know, I feel like it's kind of like my mission statement as well. You know, I've grown out of the whole wanting to be famous and wanting to be known for this and known for that. You know, if anything, I want to be known for being a servant of Christ, like straight up.
That's exactly what I said, man. For me, you know, that whole famous thing though, it was like, yeah, I want to be famous, I want to do this. But like years ago, man, probably about 8 or 9 years ago now, I got to the point where it's like, bro, like I started seeing people that I knew personally get famous and just like change, bro. I was like, I don't want to be that person. I'm pretty sure I won't be, but I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm able to do that, you know, at that point in time. You know what I mean? So I was like, screw it. It ain't about
exactly,
being famous.
Bro. Exactly.
You know, connected with people. If I get to the point where I'm famous and I don't want to deal with my family, something is wrong with that picture.
It may sound funny when I say this, bro, but I don't even want to be rich, man. I want to be, I mean, of course I want to survive, you know, the things that I need for my family and be able to get, you know, things for my children and stuff like that they need, you know, necessities and, you know, gifts and things like that. Of course I want that. But what I mean by rich is I don't want to be what we think when we say rich, like 32 bedroom house rich. You know what I mean? Because we know what the Bible says about the rich man. It is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to inherit the kingdom of God, kingdom of heaven. So it's like, wow, and Jesus said that himself. So I'm like, yo, I'm good, Lord. I'll be satisfied with survival. I ain't trying to impress nobody out here.
Yeah, that's actual factuals too. Because I mean, me personally, I just want, as long as I'm comfortable, I'm good. That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
I just want to be comfortable, man. I can survive being 1,000 there.
and me personally, man, if God has me on, you know, the type of mission where I'm not comfortable, I'm fine with that. Honestly, I'm not even. This is me personally, just speaking for myself. I respect your views and I can understand what you're saying, and I mean that's cool with me too. You know what I'm saying? Comfort is fine. I have no problem with that whatsoever. If God sees fit for me to be comfortable, I'm extremely happy with that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? If what he has for me to do calls for me to step out of my comfort zone, you know, if there may be a struggle with me doing that, I'm not going to say that I'm the type of person that's going to hop up and do it as soon as, you know, with no problem. There may definitely be a struggle, you know, but in the end, I know what decision I'm going to make.
Oh yeah,
you know,
definitely.
The pastors and stuff that are out here, I feel like they should preach more on the taboo parts, if you will, the parts that people don't want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that people don't want to talk about, like the cost of following Christ. And don't sugarcoat it. Don't just say it's gonna be rough. Like no, like come on, man. Like really, like let people know like the real about, you know, what this walk really is, and how sometimes it may not look like what you'd expect it to look like.
Yeah, it's weird because you ain't gonna find too many pastors like that. I mean, I got a problem with it myself, but at the same time, it's like I know what they trying to do. At the same time, it's like y'all. For me, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the blood left on my hand if they died, and all I did was preach.
And all you did, exactly. So, and I feel like it's easier. I mean, for me, it's difficult. It's difficult because it's difficult for me to understand the views of those who do not claim to believe, because it's always double standards. What I mean is they tell us, well, y'all, I don't mess with Christians because y'all always judging. But you tell me that we're always judging, but at the same time, if I go to work and I slip, all of a sudden I'm going to hell. All of a sudden, I'm not a Christian no more. Wouldn't that be considered judging as well?
Yeah, and see,
exactly. That's
that judging part.
That's a double standard
in the Bible about that, and I share that with people all the time. It says, because people always say only God can judge, and the Bible does say, "Judge not, unless you be judged by the same measure." But at the same time, it also mentions in there that if we judge, we have to judge righteously. That's what it says.
Exactly. Now, if you claim to be a Christian, I'm going to judge you because you claim to be what I am.
Right.
If you claim to be a Christian, yeah, that's what discernment is, bro. God gives you the gift of discernment. The ability to judge whether something is, you know what I'm saying, of God or not. Like, if you're going to be, I can feel something in my spirit. You know what I mean?
Right, and that John, it's deeper than what people think. Like, if people reading partial scriptures, like the one that I hate the most, when people be like, "Yeah, God said He gonna put me above and not believe, maybe the head and not the tail."
Exactly.
But y'all not reading the part of the verse where it says, "If you keep my commandments and write them on the tables of your heart." He said, and then it says further in that verse, it says, "If you do not do this, then your field gonna be cursed, your house gonna be cursed, like all of this stuff gonna be cursed. The stuff that I promised you."
Yeah,
people don't read that far. They don't read that
They
far.
never do, bro. They never do. Just like when people say, "I'm glad that you woke me up clothed in my right mind." I'm like they saying it like I'm clothed in my right mind, like I'm clothed in it. They're not saying that part right, because the Bible speaks of a time when Christ had came upon a man who was naked and delusional. He was naked. He didn't have clothes on. He was a crazy man, you know, and he was possessed by demons. He was possessed by many demons. He said, "I am legion." He said, "I am legion, for we are many." You know, and what happened was they asked God to say, "Have you come?" The demons asked Christ. They said, "Have you come to torture us before the time?" You know what I'm saying? So they said, and they also said, "Please spare us and cast us into this field of swine." You know what I mean? There was some pigs that was over there. So and he cast them into the swine, and then they ran the swine off of the cliff, and so all the swine died and all the pigs died and stuff like that, right? So by the time the people came by, they saw that same man, and that same man had clothes on, and he was in his right mind. So that man in that situation was now clothed and in his right mind. You see how it's so easy for people to kind of twist and, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's what they do with the word, and it's so dangerous.
Because I heard somebody, I got upset. I ain't gonna tell no tale. I was upset because, like, he was preaching a message, and he was saying God is gonna do new things and this, that, and the third. Then it was like He's gonna show you what your eyes. The Bible says the eyes have not seen nor have the ears heard. And I'm like, no, stop saying it, because that's not in the right context. It kind of get me upset with these so-called pastors or bishops that, you know, you got all these degrees and stuff, but yeah, you miss the simple things, like you reading eyes and ears when they say eye and ear.
There's a lot of stuff. People just they get caught up. They get so caught up in the presentation. You know, how it looks, how they present it, as opposed to, you know, what it actually is that they're presenting.
Right.
You know, because you can dress up anything nice. You can dress up anything nice and make it sound nice and give rhyming words and all that stuff to make it appeasing. But that's the impact that you want to have on them is not a natural impact. You don't want to appease their ears by saying, "Oh, they made all these words rhyme." What you want to do, you want to cleanse their soul. You don't want to have a natural impact. You want to have a spiritual impact on this person, where your words can literally cut like a knife. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy how people get so caught up in the wrong things, man. Pride is a killer, bro.
Yep.
Pride is a killer.
Bro, I wrote in my book, because I told you I wrote a book, like just a little excerpt from the book was like, yo.
What's the name of the book? First, what's the name of the book?
The five freedoms of success.
The 5 freedoms of success.
Yeah.
Okay.
And pretty much it's just touching on what I believe are 5 major things that you really need to be successful. And it all depends on your term of successful, because the way I define success is not how much money you obtain or how many houses and cars. For me, personal success for me is I wanted a family, so I prayed to God. God gave me a family. You know what I mean? I wanted kids. God gave me kids. That's success to me. You know what I mean? Like keeping my kids out the street, getting out the street, not dying. Like, that's success. You know what I mean? Anybody can obtain money, because if you didn't have but, you know, $20 in your pocket, and you got $40 the next week, you $20 richer than you was last week. So that's riches, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
facts.
Like, to a broke man, $100 is rich, you know what I mean? So to me, it's not about the money. But out of the excerpt, I was like, your characteristics, like your identity shows through your clothing. Because pretty much I said, how you represent yourself or how you present yourself is how you represent yourself. as you present, you know, you represent. So if I dress with baggy clothes, you know, I look, you know, like I'm from the street. That's what you represent in the street. So the whole thing is, for me, like, when I say that, I'm saying, like, how you represent yourself, what you dress yourself with is how people gonna associate you with, you know what I mean? Because, like, you can dress a skeleton all day long in church clothes. People are like, oh, that person was saved, but it might not have been saved. You know what I mean? Like, so when you dress it, you can put clothes on anything, but don't dress it with just the outside appearance, dress the inside appearance as well. So that's the whole message behind it.
Even Christ said that. Christ said, worry not about what your clothes, worry not what you gonna put on. That don't even matter. The clothes don't even matter. That's what Christ said. Yeah, I feel you. You got to dress the inside.
Yeah, dress it up from the inside out, because no matter what you got on, when people see you, they gonna see that light that's shining from the inside out.
From the inside out, exactly.
Yeah, don't try to dress up don't try to dress up the house on the outside, but that don't toe up on the inside. You know what I mean?
I can dig it. I can dig it. It's the same
brand
as
new
that.
shutters, brand new porch, paint job looking good. As soon as you step in the house, ain't no floor, no kitchen, no cabinets, there's debris everywhere. You know what I mean? It's the same concept.
Fact.
The same concept.
I can feel it. I can dig it.
Because at that point, you're selling a false facade, a false identity. You know what I mean?
A false identity. You should find that verse. Find that verse where Christ was talking about clothes and use it.
It's in my book.
Yeah, that's all I was about to say. Use it in your book. Yep, that's exactly what I was about to say. It's already in there. You beat me to the punch.
And it ain't no big book that you gotta do. It's something you can take around in your pocket, kind of remind yourself. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, let me read this.
Oh yeah.
Or let me read this part. Yeah, because it's 5. It's not in chapters. It's numbered, so it's like 1 through 5. So when you read that, it's like, oh, let me go back to number 3, see what he meant by this or that. You know what I mean? So
I could dig it. Interesting. And it's called what? One more time.
It's called The 5 Freedoms of Success.
The 5 Freedoms of Success. We're gonna put that on the screen somewhere.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna probably publish that joint next year. We're gonna see it. I'm going through all the little publishing joints right now. I'm gonna see what my options are.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm proud of that, bro. I'm proud of you for that, boy. It's time, man. It's time. It's time for those who were called to speak out, but we have to start at a small level in order to save these souls, man. The first thing that we have to do is we have to let people know who they are. You have to know who you are, and we have to have facts with that. So right now, we're not gonna get into it, for this episode, but the next time, bro, when we get together, we're gonna go over, letting our people know, letting African Americans know who they are. So that's gonna be the next thing that we're gonna do. You know what I mean? That's gonna be the next time we get in front of this camera, whatever I get in front of this camera. I'm gonna let people know who they are, and I'm gonna come with biblical facts, and I'm gonna come with facts from other sources as well. So
yeah, definitely gotta do some homework. I got some stuff I'm working on there, so
we're definitely gonna do that, man.
Bring it all together.
That's what we're gonna do.
Trying to go ahead and mess with the family now.
Holla at me, bro. Holla at me.
Definitely will, bro.
All right, brother. Love you, man.
All right. I love you too, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, later.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's gonna be the next thing. That's gonna be the next move. It's been another episode of the Yerp podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. We're leaning a little bit more towards the understanding part. I don't expect the numbers to go up. I'm not doing this for numbers. So let's get that out the way right now. I'm not doing this for numbers. I don't care how many people watch. I'm doing this for those who are meant to see. If you're meant to see it, you're gonna see it. You know what I mean? If not, it is what it is. And if you've been watching for the wrong reason, we're finna find out now, because it's about to get real. I kicked the mic. Alright, man. God bless y'all. I'm Sellz Music, and I've been dope.
Man, these thoughts got me going crazy right now inside my head. Lucifer trying to trick me into wishing I was dead, without taking any thought into what would happen after. What about my friends, but what about my kids? And what about my mama, man, I love that lady so much. And what about my brother, yo, I know we take it so rough. And what about evidence and real proof. I was talking about one of you and both those two. Matter of fact, responsibilities and weapons was Henry. And moving to my home and real proof that was being like, gotta keep it real with you. I ain't trying to deal with you. If it ain't about Jesus, then the hell with you. Keep it straight Bel Air with you. Chillin' by the water where we hide out. And for the ops, we jack it inside out. What you talking about? My opposition better fall back. Ones I know about and ones I don't. My guy see all that. No matter how much you try to cover like a ball cap, he knows you way better than your mother. This is all facts. Yeah. Can't wait till I'm able to say that I did it. I made it, ain't never quit it. I know his grace is sufficient. I witnessed pain that he lifted. I know some people probably getting uncomfortable. I don't care, I ain't here for that. I'm trying to share with you what God can do. Ain't gotta pay for the visit or being raised from the crypt to something that's way more than different. Like washing clothes in the kitchen, sinking inside of your brain. You're feeling the shift in the spirit. Music inside my veins, and if you train it, it would kill me. But they don't know about that dedication. I be gone, y'all waiting, but I'm right back. Never let you down, it's like I'm bound to push a 5-track. Listen to this music's like you viewing it in IMAX. Audio version, I'm hardly off, I be working. Go get a coffin, I'm murking. We need a hearts to resurface. The matches, packs, and stacks, and gasoline. If God is in first, the racks and stacks and fashion magazines. It's gonna get worse. They say this before it gets better. So next time you see winter, you gon' need more than a sweater. And next time he returns, it's gon' be way more than Coachella. He gon' come in and flip the script like Forrest Morgan and Elba. Sellz music, baby. 2021, 2020 to 2021.